And now in theaters, the 2025 summer musical Annie, starring the coin-flipping Rankin County elected Judge Whitney McKay Adams.
It's the song I used to sing in the orphanage when I'd get sad. It always cheered me up.
Hello out there in Mississippi. My name is Annie. I am glad to be a part of this musical, and order in the court. I said order in the court. You know, people always wonder when I'm gonna render a decision, and I always tell them, like Orphan Annie, just thinking about tomorrow, I'll render my verdict on tomorrow. When there's sun, just thinking about tomorrow. When are you gonna get your verdict? Tomorrow. In the cobwebs and the sorrow, come what may. Where will Leon Seals get his verdict? Tomorrow, tomorrow, you'll get it. Tomorrow. Order in the court. Ed Rayner, I said order in the court. You get your verdict when I say so. That verdict was supposed to have been rendered in November. Now, I'm told by a very prestigious attorney that verdict was supposed to go out the same day in criminal court. Well, guess what? We didn't know that. I didn't know it. She said, oh, well, there's no sense in us sitting here looking over these videos together. I can look over it for myself and I'll give my decision. Tomorrow, you'll get it. Tomorrow. I said order in my court. You're only a day away. When will Leon Seals get his verdict? I'm thinking about tomorrow. That's when he'll get his verdict. Tomorrow. Even though I told him in November 2024 that he was going to get. There'll be none. But I still tell him, tomorrow, tomorrow, you'll get it. Tomorrow. Because in Rankin County, in my court, you're only a day. You're gonna hear how she conducted herself in her courtroom. Now you're gonna hear how Judge Whitney Adams carried out in her courtroom. She and Trey Spielman and attorney Rayner did everything he could. He fought fervently for Leon Seals, and for that I must say I am proud. And he even gave me an interview, and he talked about why, he felt that she should have allowed media coverage. Had we had some mainstream Mississippi media people in there, I truly believe we would have had a verdict before now. I got me a ginger cat. You're only a day away. In theaters now. Order in the court. Back to your regular schedule program. So don't ask me when Leon Seals is going to get his verdict, because it's going to be just thinking about tomorrow. It really doesn't matter. I said tomorrow in my court. Just thinking about when will Leon Seals get his verdict? Tomorrow. Even though November 2024, I told him he would get it the next day. After I watched the videos, tomorrow, you're getting tomorrow your verdicts a day away. That's right, Charlie. Tomorrow. When will Leon Seals get his verdict? Tomorrow. Even though it's the middle of the summer 2025. Tomorrow.
Possible that the mayor was the first one to call, and Mr. Moore was the one on that film that said he called the mayor.
I'm not gonna allow it. You can't tell me what, you can't just speculate us and offer it as evidence. When it's objected to, you could have objected earlier, but you didn't.
Suggested what?
You could have objected to the testimony earlier, but you didn't.
Of what?
Of the speculation. I'm not gonna let you speculate as to what other people did. You tell me what you saw, what you heard.
Yes, ma'am. I know.
I listened to the video and I watched the video, and I suppose it's in evidence now.
Don't none of this shit bother you, yo.
Yeah, I mean, but I can see how it could be aggravating, but
But then I told me, I said, this much down here. Anything we need to do with it.
Yes, ma'am. I learned more from the video.
If you've got another question, go ahead.
Ma'am?
Mr. Reiner, if you've got another question for your witness, go ahead.
Well, yes, I have a few more questions.
And keep in mind, Judge Whitney Adams did not want any electronic media coverage. Now, attorney Ed Rainer is no longer with us. He passed like a weekend or so ago. He was just buried. And so we now have access to everything that was pretty much said in that court case. And I am glad about it. Because she kept saying, if you have on an electronic device, you need to turn it off. If you have on an electronic device, I'm telling you, you need to turn it off. Well, since Attorney Ed Rainer is no longer with us, they turned everything over to Leon Seals, and he is now playing it all. And this, we're talking about 5 hours of foolishness. 5 whole hours of foolishness that she did not want the media to cover. So, to me, I can understand why she wouldn't want to be recorded with an audio device or with any type of visual, right? And let me tell you, Leon Seals' case was pushed all the way to the end of the day. And so when she was done hearing everybody else's case, she said, okay, we're going to hear it now. All to go and say, well, you know, my people, they've been here all day. You're going to hear how she conducted herself in her courtroom now. You're going to hear how Judge Whitney Adams carried out in her courtroom, she and Trey Spielman. And it is even said that she is going to continue to hold her verdict until after the election. Now, I don't know how true that is, but doggone it, November 2024, here we are we're halfway between the new year, and she's still yet to give a verdict. Now, if she's rendered one, I don't know about it.
Yes, ma'am. I learned more from the video.
If you've got another question, go ahead.
Ma'am?
Mr. Reiner, if you've got another question for your witness, go ahead.
Well, yes, I have a few more questions. Mr. Steele, let's get down to where in the video it shows that you and your wife had an argument, okay?
Yes.
What did Mr. Reynolds do shortly after your wife walked back home?
He made a phone call. And from me being, I've never seen a police officer make a phone call before he arrests someone. And I haven't committed any crime, as they stated earlier. It was a civil matter. I don't see how I get arrested over a civil matter. And he make a phone call and tell who he said was Billy Hudson. He tired of being out there, so basically he arrested me for being tired of being out there, which I told him he could leave. I never called him to my property.
And was it at that point, if you can remember, at what point did he tell you to go home?
He told me go home right at the end of the video. He told me go home, and that's when I walked to my property thinking I'm safe on my property. Nobody had permission. I got no trespassing signs, so no one had permission to come on my property. So I figured I was at home based on being on my property.
So what happened after you walked around your property?
He told me to come here, and I told him I'm spending the night here. I'm on my property, and he went and made the phone call, and that's when he come back, told me come here, I'm under arrest, and he walked on my property and got me.
Okay. And he put you in handcuffs?
Yes, sir.
Did you try to resist him or do
No.
anything of that nature?
No, sir. And as of today, my property is not in court. As of today, still, my property is not in court. The record's here to prove it. I know we're not here to discuss who property whose, but my property is not in court, so there's no doubt that it's mine.
Did you in any way have plans? Or were you going to escalate the situation?
No, sir, not at all. As you can see, when he pulled up, I was there by myself, hasn't spoke to Willie Moore, hasn't even went to my property, which their house is on. I never did go to their door. I never did do anything. I was minding my business, not messing with anyone. And I had been there 2 to 3 hours and didn't plan on messing with no one. As I stated, I was gonna have them to come watch me get the cars removed. From my understanding, police officers told me I could have the vehicles removed and call a police officer to watch me get the vehicles removed, which you'll see in the next video.
Bear in mind that Leon Seals is up against the same police department that Taylor Lofton used to work for, and he's been accused of stealing $32,000 from a dying woman. But did he do it alone? Take a listen as Leon Seals goes to the Rankin County Jail to go live.
We're live, as you can see. We're up here at the Rankin County Detention Center, and the sheriff, former ex-Pearl cop Taylor Lofton, is being held on a $50,000 bond for grand larceny. I know y'all heard the story. The officer arrived on the scene of a dying lady, needed medical attention. Instead of him performing medical attention, he going through dressers and drawers, searching for items, and he ran up on $32,000.
So you telling me the officer went through the drawers?
Yes, sir. He went through the drawers, searching for items, and he ran up on $32,000, and he took the money from by the way, the lady had ended up dying. This is a Pearl officer who supposed to serve and protect, and now he's up here in custody in the Rankin County on a $50,000 bond.
He must have had a search warrant or something.
No search warrant, it's just a medical call.
So why was he going through the drawers if they ain't had no search warrant? And somebody died, and he was going through the drawers?
Yeah, from what I could gather, no reason whatsoever. So this probably not his first time doing that. He probably was stealing all along. Just the first time he got caught. But he is held right here on a $50,000 bond. And I think that's extremely low based on me being charged before on misdemeanors.
You done got $1 million bond, eh? Or
well,
what you had?
$100,000 bond.
$100,000 bond?
Yeah, misdemeanor charges. And this is a felony charge. So this is serious.
And they gave him a $50,000 bond.
Yeah, he got a $50,000. And the bad thing about it, what I'm being told, he'd have spent all the money, so he can't even burn out right now. He went on vacation, took his family on vacation, and
What the dead lady money?
yeah, from my understanding, he bought a $4,000 bow and arrow.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he bought a $4,000 bow and arrow. And it's been said that he also been trying to commit suicide.
Allegedly.
And the Rankin County deputies end up maybe possibly getting him from the hospital or getting him a couple hours after the hospital. But I think we got brother. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Come on in the camera, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello out there in Mississippi. My name is Annie. I am glad to be a part of this musical and order in the court. I said order in the court. You know, people always wonder when I'm gonna render a decision, and I always tell them like Orphan Annie, just thinking about tomorrow, I'll render my verdict on tomorrow. When there's sun, just thinking about tomorrow. When are you gonna get your verdict? Tomorrow. In the cobwebs and the sorrow, come what may. Where will Leon Seals get his verdict? Tomorrow, tomorrow, you'll get it tomorrow. Order in the court. Ed Rainer, I said order in the court. You get your verdict when I say so.